Hello. Let me just fix this. Wobble, wobble. Okay. So, hi Kim. I think we are ready to go. I've got my phone round back to front again. My camera's there, my comments are there. Let's see if we can sort this out. Hang on. Gonna go for a ride. Just hang on, guys. How's that? Now I look really short. Oh dear, these lives. Once we get set up, we're fine. I guess there's a lot of setting up when you're on a PC as well. It's just not shuffling around. Laptop bag, that can go. We're back. Welcome back, everyone. I can see clearly, yes. Okay, so you can see me and you can hear me, which is much better if you just joined us for our tech test one, which didn't go so well. Yeah. I'm going to have to pick Chantel's brain. She's going to try, I don't know, she'll have to try and help me figure that out because we cannot get it working. I don't know if I broke it myself because I was trying to sort something out, but it didn't work. Let's not talk about that. It's frustrating. Is it as hot there as it is in Mackay? Kylie, it is not hot here. I don't even know what it is. I'd say 20 degrees. It's not very, very hot at all. So welcome everyone. Hey, Critter Kid. Hey everyone. Oh, I've got you on my laptop. Oh, it's quite good lighting. The laptop light's on. Oh, that's quite good lighting. Yes, hey everyone. Hey Trish. Hey Mildred, Donna. She says, I have a new Christmas dress or cupcake and a Santa hat. I'm going to put it on your side so is so adorable in it. I think you mean, yeah, I think you're going to put it on my site. Okay. Natalie, yay, you can join the live chat. That's so exciting. I saw you pop up before and I called you Andrew. Your name will always be Andrew. Like people always call me Bob. Oh, now my camera's focusing. You can see all those wires. What are they? It's part of the light. Okay, so welcome everyone. What is the hot item people are crocheting this holiday season? Question from Time Therapy. That is a very good question. What is everyone crocheting this Christmas season? I haven't really noticed because I have just been so busy. I haven't had time to do anything except for work. So what is everyone crocheting this holiday season? Wow, it's 43 degrees in Townsville. Ugh, that's hot. And you probably have a lot of humidity up there too. Yeah, I'd say I'm actually quite cool when I've got a t-shirt on. So Classy Kim's asking what you got on your hook, Claire. That is a good question. Oh, I have a me shawl at the moment in rainbow colour yarn. It's very slow going. It's like just a side project. And I'm going to hopefully start filming the Abbey shawl, which is what is my next project that I want to get out to you guys. Well, the next project I want to film. I actually have another project that I need to edit, which is a hat project. I need to edit that, and then I have a shawl that I want to film today. So that's what is going to be on my hook today. I have to wind up the yarn. I was wanting to do that yesterday, but what did you do yesterday? What was yesterday? Sunday. Yesterday I had a bludge day. I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was so much fun. I don't do that very often. Usually it's work, work, work. But yesterday I cleaned the house. That's my bludge day. Because that just gets put to the side, which it shouldn't, but it does. So yeah, that's what I did. On Saturday, I went to, if you've probably heard me talk about the shop before, I went to Skein Sisters in Sydney, which is in Dulwich Hill. It's a beautiful, beautiful yarn shop that just makes you want to buy all the things. And the ladies there, I've gone blank. Oh, what are their names? I don't know them. It'll come to me, hopefully. The ladies there are wonderful ladies. Molly's one of them. Deb and terrible memory if you hadn't noticed. Yeah, anyway, they're very, very lovely ladies, and they were there. Oh, Jane, I think, is one of the other ladies that work there. She was there yesterday. I cannot think of the other lady's name. Anyway, she wasn't there Saturday, sorry, not yesterday, Saturday. So she must have had a day off. But yeah, beautiful yarn shop. And Libby Johnson, or Johnson, from Truly Myrtle. She's a knitwear designer. And she's a Kiwi, New Zealander. And I do know her from previous times that I've met her. So I went up and met her again and checked out all of her beautiful designs. And I also met up with Laura from Lolo Star podcast, which is here on YouTube. I'm not sure if she's in the chat at the moment. Yeah, we met up and we hung out for the day, and we had scones and cream. That was supposed to be our lunch, but we weren't really that hungry. So we had scones and cream and tea, and then and then we went back to the yarn shop and tried on all the things that Libby bought her designs with her. We tried them all on, and well, I didn't. I only tried one on, which was so beautiful. I think it was called Nula, which is her brand new design. It's all knitwear, but such pretty stuff. So if you don't know Truly Myrtle, her name's Libby. Check her out. She's got Instagram. She's on Ravelry, and pretty sure she's got her own website as well. So if you like knitting, then check them out. Hey Daigo. Hey Leanne again. I'm just scrolling through the comments. Hi everyone. Dai says, what do they call crochet throws or blankets Afghans? Or blanket Afghans? What do you mean? What do they call them here? I would just call it a blanket personally. I'm sorry about the auto zoom. What is the go with that? I'm trying to not put my hand near the camera. Natalie is going to be making hot pads and coasters for grandparents for Christmas, and still working on shawl using a sheepers the world. That's what I'm using for my me shawl. I've got the rainbow one. I cannot remember what it's called. They're real bright colours anyway. What did you buy at Skein Sisters? I've already put it in my stash. If you saw my video, it's probably about 3 weeks ago now when I went last time. I bought a dark teal coloured yarn, a DK yarn. I bought another one of those. I bought 2 the last time I went, and there was a third one on the shelf. And I thought, you know, two skeins you could make. Like for us, it's 100 grams, which is around about 200 meters. So I had 200 grams and 400 meters of yarn. I'm not sure how many yards that is, but. And that would make, you know, you could easily make a hat, you could easily make a scarf or a baby item. But I like shawls at the moment, and generally they're not 2 skeins, they're usually 3 skeins. So I thought if that skein of yarn is still there when I go back on Saturday, I'll just grab it. If not, I won't grab any yarn. Excuse me, because I really don't need any. Don't tell my husband I said that. I really don't need any yarn. Yeah, so I thought if that skein is still there, I will grab that. So I've got 3 skeins, so I can make a shawl if I want to. So I got that, and I needed I've got the Chalgu knitting needles, which are fantastic. If you haven't tried Chalgu knitting needles, they are brilliant. You can also get those on Chantel's website, fibrific.com. I think it's .au as well. Anyway, you can get the cables and the knitting needles on her website. I was a sneaky bad friend and bought one at Skein Sisters because I really needed it, like, now. And I do support Chantel anyway in other ways with yarn. Yeah, so I got that, an extra long cable, because what was I making? Oh, I was knitting a shawl, so I wanted to have that straight away. So because I was on my short cable, and you couldn't tell how long the shawl was going to be, and it was really frustrating. So that's what I only bought 2 things. So if the yarn wasn't there, I wouldn't have bought that. But yeah. So good morning, hey Sally. Karen says, I purchased 2 yarn from 2 different sales on the weekend. Hello, 20% off on both websites. Yay for a sale. Natalie. So Natalie, if I say Natalie, it's actually Andrew here on YouTube. After Christmas, we're making your me shawl using the light yarn from Fibre Lily. Can't wait to get to that. Getting a yarn, wanted for Christmas. Yay! So anybody else asking for yarny related things for Christmas? Your me shawl's going to look brilliant. I love mine. That's probably my most worn shawl. The Jessica shawl is quite big. That's quite deep. So unless it's really cold, I'll wear that one. But if it's just sort of, I just want to keep the cold off my neck, I'll just chuck on my me shawl because it's smaller. It fits under jackets better too. Kitty, I didn't fix it. I just went on my phone. Do it the easy way. Dido says, why do they call them that? I don't understand. Why do we call it a blanket? I don't know. That's just what they're called. Crochet CJ says, I've finished a Christmas Grinch Christmas wreath. Plan to wind some yarn tomorrow to start my Bellatrix shawl. I can see my lighting just went on my laptop. Afghan is just another word like how worsted is Aaron to some. Yeah, pretty much. Just what you call them, hey? Oh, Jess wants to throw a laptop. Oh no, what's happening? Are we going to do the yarn band that we all failed? Should we do a yarn band? I really need to go on one. What is it now? It's almost the end of November. What? We could do a yarn band from now till Christmas. I reckon I could totally handle that because I don't think I'm going to any yarn shops between now and Christmas. Jess, don't you dare tell my husband. Do you ever show knitting videos? I'd love to learn to knit. I don't. I don't know enough about knitting to design knitwear, so I could only show you how to knit, right? Like how to do a knit stitch, how to do a purl stitch, a yarn over, like little things like that. I don't really want to go down the knitting whatever path, because it just opens up a whole new can of worms. And yeah, I don't know. I've been asked quite a lot to show people how to knit, but really there are so many knitting videos that there's so many that you could easily find someone already. Yeah, I have trouble keeping up with my crochet, so yeah, so knitting's probably not going to happen. There's your problem. I have converted to a MacBook Air and it is so fast and no fans. Oh, okay, I think you're talking to Jess. Classy Kim says, I'm going to order from Chantel Fibre Lily in it. in a few days. Do you have a promo code that I can use? Chantel is Fiberific, and Fiber Lily is Kylie, and I don't have a promo code, but I do have an affiliate link, which is on my website under favorite products. But I know if you're not signed up to Classy Kim, if you're not signed up to Kylie's, which is Fiber Lily, not signed up to her newsletter, if you do that, I think you get a percentage off your first order if you've never ordered before. So that's quite good. Oh, Crochet CJ's asked for a crochet blanket kit for Christmas. Thought my hubby bought me a couple of fills hooks over the weekend. Oh, how exciting! Jess has asked for needles and a new Swift. I'm sorry, my phone is it's got autofocus. It's quite painful. Kim is not going to be part of any nonsense like a yarn band. Oh, funny. Natalie has ordered the Dream State and Gold Fusion from Fiber Lily. They are so pretty. They are so pretty, those colours. Oh, Facebook's asking me if I want to boost my post. Nope. Kitty's knitting people presents this year. Not that I'm cheap or anything, but I like handmade gifts. I don't think they're cheap at all. I think that the amount of time that goes in them and the amount of like yarns and stuff that go into them, I don't think that's cheap at all. Jess doesn't know what a yarn ban is, and she thinks that's blasphemy. Where can I find? It's called the Me, M-E as in like me. It's called the Me Shawl, and it's on my website under the shawls tab, under the tab that says videos and written patterns. Jess will put the link in if she can. It's under the shawl tab. Jennifer saying, no yarn ban, I'm just going to order a kit. A friend has asked me to crochet. Technically, the yarn beef wouldn't be for me, so wouldn't be failing. Not at all, Jennifer. That's totally passable. Just stick to crochet. There's plenty of crochet I need to learn from you. Oh, we got 70 people watching and 26 likes. If everybody could hit the thumbs up, I'd really, really appreciate it. That makes my video look like people were interested in it, and it rates better on YouTube. So Chantel's not here yet. So Jess is our lovely moderator at the moment. She's helping us out. So big, huge thank you to Jess. Everybody share some love for Jess. Tammy's not going to participate in the yarn band. I'm going to have to get through these comments quick because you guys are talking really fast. Oh, my phone's heating up, damn it. I'm going to stick with crochet, then forget knitting. Knitting doesn't give that much freedom. You can knit a whole scarf and then crochet the flowers separately. Oh, Val might be starting yarn band on the January 3rd. Oh. Okay, so there's a lot of knitting videos that are not good teaching. I would love to teach people how to knit, but trying to find out the video part is something else. Yeah. Okay, so if I've missed your question, just put it in again. There's so many comments and it scrolls really fast. I can't keep up with them all. So Angela says, I love the Me shawl. Thank you so much. Oh, Bessie's saying 30 likes. Hey, Karen. Knitting looks pretty, but it takes too long to make a project. I agree, Classy. It does look very pretty, and it does take a lot longer than crochet. I knit for the process. I knit for the product, obviously, as well, but I knit mainly for the process. And for me, knitting is crochet is relaxing too. What am I trying to say? Crochet is for work for me, which I love crochet. But I find knitting is like, this is completely relaxed. There's no pressure to get it done. Where crochet, for me, there's pressure to get it done. Self-imposed pressure, obviously. Crochet CJ says, I really want to learn to knit again. I did it when kids were small, but for some reason crocheting seemed easier to learn than relearning knitting. Yeah, just take your time and take it easy, and Just like when you learnt to crochet, don't be too hard on yourself, and if you get it wrong, who cares? Just start again. I have a pattern that I've used to make knitted shawls, and it's super easy, and I use it all the time, and it's one of my favorite shawl patterns to wear because it's really easy to wear. It's called I think it's called a Kari, Kari, Kari shawl. It's on Ravelry. If you go to my Ravelry page, like my Ravelry page, go to my projects, there's a bluey greeny shawl that I made. I don't even think I've posted a picture update, but it finished ages ago. Yeah, go there. You can go to my projects page, and the link for the shawls there. It's super easy. You only need to know how to knit. This is how I learned to knit and get tension right. So you need to know how to do a knit stitch. You need to know how to cast on, but you only cast on, I think, like 3 stitches. Knit stitch and a yarn over, which is literally just wrapping your yarn around the needle. And a knit front and back, which is an increase, and you knit normally through the front of the stitch, and then you knit again into the same stitch through the back loop, which may sound hard, but it's really not hard to do. There's, like I said, plenty of videos for all that stuff. Works up really fast if you use chunky yarn and big needles. You want to loose tension because it's a shawl. You don't want it to be super stiff. And you get a project at the end. And if your tension's all wonky, who cares? You're wearing a shawl. It's all going to be around your neck and all squished up. So it's very, very forgiving. I have one that I made, which is my favourite. And I made that when I very first started. And the tension when I very first sort of cast on, about that much of it, is really weird. But as further it gets along, you can see my tension improved a lot. But I wear it all the time, and I don't care if someone notices the tension's off, because I like it. My favourite yarn, a favourite weight yarn to crochet and knit with is DK. I find the worsted weight too thick. Stop focusing camera. Autofocus. What was I saying? Worsted weight is lovely, or works out really quick, but sometimes I find it too thick. I love DK because it's still thick and it's not as thick, but it's still super squishy. But fingering for me, I find too thin. It hurts my hands. But I am using it in a new project, which will be a video. So yeah, trying to mix things up a bit. Hi Anne, thank you so much for your wonderful feedback there. I'm so glad that you can enjoy my videos, even though you're left-handed. I must verbally explain it, so that's great. Because I imagine it would be hard to watch a right-handed person and think, what are they doing? Jess already knows that my favourite's a DK. Well done, Jess. Bessie says, I've tried knitting and I relax better with crochet. I can't knit. Tried once, never again. It takes a lot of practice. It took me 3 months of knitting to feel relaxed with it and to feel like I wasn't hanging on to those needles like something bad was gonna happen. If you drop a stitch, it doesn't matter. You're just practicing. Just keep going. Just make a square that it doesn't matter if you drop a stitch. But I tell you what, making mistakes in anything is how you learn how to fix them. Doesn't matter if it's knitting or crochet or whatever it is. If you make a mistake at the time, it's so frustrating. But when you learn how to fix that mistake, I mean, crochet, you just rip it out and start again. But when you identify that you've made a mistake, that is learning. You've learnt. You've gone, oh, I've made a mistake. I need to fix that. So you've learnt that you've made a mistake. Like you've read what you've done and you've read your crocheting and knitting and you're like, that's a mistake. So if knitting, you may have dropped a stitch, you need to learn how to pick it up and fix it. You're going to learn how to do that, which is not going to be a bad thing because you will drop stitches and you will need to learn how to pick them up. And it's totally frustrating at the time, but like anything, it helps. It builds on your knowledge of that certain thing that you're doing. Karen's saying, what is your favourite crochet stitch? These questions are for everyone too. You can still join in. My favourite crochet stitch. Okay. Anybody know what my favourite crochet stitch is? I'm going to read another couple of questions and then I'll tell you what it is. And I can guarantee that Leanne, if Leanne's here, she'll know it. Probably Jess too. Knitting is stressful. It's not once you get used to it. And it has, I found knitting for me took a lot of practice. Wow, Mildred could knit a hat at the same time it takes it to crochet one. Different techniques, definitely. If you are a crocheter first and you want to learn to knit, try learning continental knitting. Your yarn is held in your left hand, which if you're right-handed, generally crochet, you would have your yarn in your left hand. Try continental. It's more of a crochet action than a knitting action. I'm a thrower. I have my yarn in my right hand for knitting. I've tried continental, but I wanted to give my hands a rest from crochet. So if I continental, it's more of a crochet action. So I find that knitting, throwing yarn is less of a crochet action. So my hands get a rest when I knit. So that's good. Oh, thank you, Jess, for putting the Kari or the Carry shawl link in there. Really recommend it if you're a first time knitter and you just want to learn how to make something. And yeah. The closest Angela gets to knitting is loom knitting. That's fun too, though. I've tried that too. It's quite fun. No, I don't find knitting stressful at all. Yeah, it did take me about 3 months to relax with knitting because I was hanging on to my knitting needles so tight and my yarn so tight because I was so scared of dropping a stitch. And it's the thing that a friend of mine, Erin from Gimme Yarn 418 here on YouTube, she said that you have to build up a knitting muscle memory. So crochet, you'll have it too, you just don't realize. So muscle memory, and I was like, what on earth is she talking about? I have no idea. But when I got it, I knew exactly what she was talking about. It's you do the action, but you won't actually think about it. So for crochet, when you learn to crochet, in your head you're going, okay, wrap the yarn over, go into the stitch, wrap the yarn over, pull it through, and so on and so on. You were thinking about it out loud, like in your head or out loud, or you were counting or something like that. When you've got your muscle memory, you will do a stitch and you won't even think about it after a lot of practice. So I'm sure there's people here that don't think about every action of the stitch. They may count. They go, okay, I need to do 3 stitches in the same. So they'll be going like 1, 2, 3. But the bit, they don't actually think about it. It's just the automatic action. So does anybody crochet like that, where automatically your hand just goes boom, 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 done double crochet? Your brain didn't think about it. Your hand actually did it. So do people do that? That is called, yeah, favourite stitch is a granny stitch. Everyone's chucking it in. I must talk about that a lot. And make a lot of patterns. Yeah, double crochet. I do like the half double crochet as well. I find that quite a cool stitch. Like you can make different like ribbing and stuff like that. I think that's quite cool. Some mistakes can turn out to make a hat. My phone's getting quite warm. I'll just have to keep an eye on that. Oh, so Jess knits continental. I did not know that. I'm sure I knew that, but I did not know that off the top of my head. Someone told me to get a bamboo or an acrylic knitting needle to start so the yarn doesn't slip off easily like it does with the metal needles. Yes. So there's another important thing. This is not a knitting channel, but I do know a little bit about knitting. When I first learned to knit, the last time, I've learnt like 3 or 4 times, but the last time I learnt to knit, I went and got a really, really cheap knitting needle from the local craft store. It's like $3 or $4. Budget knitting needle with a cable. It was horrible. It was so grabby that I felt like the stitches weren't moving along the needle. So after you've like knit your stitch and pull one off, the other ones weren't scooching along, and it was really frustrating. And you had to keep moving them, and because you kept moving them, they kept falling off the end because you weren't used to it. And I found that horrible. So the cheap and nasty knitting needles I personally didn't like. So I then bought, I cannot remember the name, it's either Knit Pro or Knitter's Pride or something. They're timber needles, like rainbowy, pinky, purpley colours. So bamboo would work as well. And just like any crochet hook that you get, when you very first use it, it's not worn in. You've got to wear them in. There's like a coating or something on them, and you just got to keep crocheting until it wears off. But the wooden ones I found really nice. They've got a little bit of grab. They're not slippery like the metal ones. I always use metal ones now because I'm used to knitting and I can use them. Would not recommend the metal ones like high sharps and Chow-Gu. I wouldn't recommend those for a complete beginner because they are slippery and you are going to drop. The stitches are going to just fall off and it'll be a nightmare. But yeah, a wooden one, or like someone just said a bamboo one, I think it was, yeah, Crochet CJ said a bamboo one, they are good to start to learn with. And don't make your stitches too tight. That's what I was doing. I literally couldn't move my knitting along the needle because it was so tight. And I'm a loose crocheter, so go figure. I'm just going through. Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia just got here and hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it if people hit that thumbs up. We've got 70 people watching and we got 51 thumbs up, so that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Donna's saying, Carrie Shawl, it's free. I downloaded it from Ravelry. Yes, it is a free pattern and it's written really well. So if you have a look at the pattern, I don't do that last eyelet row. So when you're making it, you start at the bottom and then it gets wider and wider and wider. And you do yarn overs, which create little eyelets as you go up. And I think the last row you can do eyelets. I don't do those. I don't even bother. But I just made one recently and I put tassels on it and it looks really cool. Then saying granny stitch is so versatile and beautiful. Different colours make the granny look unique every time. Totally agree. I love the granny stitch, but you already all know that, don't you? I don't work on Mondays anymore, so I can watch Claire's whole live chat. Yay, Dido! That's awesome. Did you ever use a weaving loom? No, I've never tried that. I don't need another hobby. I really don't. But they look so fascinating, don't they? And the beautiful things that people make. Jesso says, knitting relaxes me more than crochet and I tend to like the fabric created better. I do love crochet as well and love how quick it is. Yeah, it all has some different purposes, I guess. Yeah, muscle memory is when you have practiced it so much you can not do it wrong. Totally agree. Working on your crochet me shawl right now in Christmas colours. Thank you, Karen. Really appreciate it. Val says, my gram and aunt taught me to knit. Mum taught me how to crochet. I never got the tension right. Tension just literally comes with practice. I found continental knitting, I couldn't get my tension right. I don't know why. But with throwing, English style, I can get really good tension. So that could be a technique maybe change that might change your tension. With crochet too, like depending on how you hold your yarn or how you hold your crochet hook. Donna loves doing front and back double crochet. Nicole wants a video tutorial for a cardigan. Nicola, sorry. I'm not sure if you've seen any of my video tutorials, but I do have quite a lot of cardigan crochet tutorials. They are listed on my website under garments. But sure, put in a request and we can see what we can do. I do like to design my own patterns. I don't make video tutorials on other people's patterns unless I get full permission to do so, because it is a copyright issue. I can see some people are getting their comments hidden or deleted. I cannot view them on my phone. Jess, I'm just letting you know. Why start with wooden needle unless you're used to the movement? Yeah, I totally agree. And a heavyweight yarn. Yeah, literally do not start crocheting or knitting with fingering weight, which is a Australian 4-ply, an American fingering weight, and I think it's a UK as a baby weight or 4-ply as well. It's too small. You need to start with a heavier weight like a DK, which is an 8-ply here in Australia, or a 10-ply or a worsted weight in America. So apparently I bought the Knitter's Pride needles. Thanks, Jess. Jess has got a really good memory and I don't. We make a really good team. Mildred said I tried to knit the throwing method, but my brain couldn't comprehend it. Yeah. Those are the Knitter's Pride dreams. Have I ever used a pin loom? I've never even heard of a pin loom. So no. Yeah, Sally's saying my first knitting needles were boy knitting needles from Spotlight, and I hated them. I'm pretty sure they're the ones I would have got. They're horrible. They're really rubbish. They really are. And if you learnt to knit on them and you still continued with them, then kudos to you, because they're horrible. They're not very pointy, so it's hard to get the needle through the stitch. The cable is terrible. It's like anything. If it's cheap, sometimes you get cheap products and they're nasty. Everyone is a tight knitter in the beginning. They sure are, because they're hanging on to that thing. Hanging on for their life until you start to relax. You'll find you'll get less hand pain too. Val's making a scarf with double crochet. Cool. Front only cross stitch, double crochet. Sounds cool. The Crafty Fairy Godmother, subscribe today. Thank you. You're probably my newest subscriber. Thank you so much. So I don't know if you've checked out my channel before, but it's mostly crochet tutorials, and then there's other random things that get put in. But it's usually crochet tutorials, and currently they're every 2 weeks unless I have a problem. The last one, I had a problem. You may have noticed if you've been around for a while. Yeah, let's just not go there. But yeah, every 2 weeks there should be a video tutorial, unless I'm on holidays. But yeah, there's plenty. There's over 300 patterns on my site. So if you go to my website, Bob Wilson, bobwilson123.org, all my patterns are there. And they've all got links to the written patterns and also the video tutorial that goes with them. So if you go there, that's the easiest way to check out what I got. So apparently Jess is trying to delete someone. I can't see the comments, so thanks, Jess. I don't know where Chantel is. I hope she's okay. I can't message her while I'm on here because I'm on my phone. Hey, Carol. Thanks for joining us. I'm just now getting brave enough to make a graph gan. I've never made one of those. They look like, to me, too intense. I would have to concentrate way too much. You know what I'd love to learn is lace crochet. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I've used the circular looms that comes in like a pack of 4 or whatever, different sizes for hats. It's okay if you don't comment, Daigo. Oh, Jess is sick. That's no good. Everybody send Jess some soup. And chocolate. I know she likes chocolate. Sally says, I'm knitting a shawl and the cable kept on getting twisted. Oof. I cannot recommend Chowgo needles enough if you're gonna knit, if you're already a knitter. They are brilliant. Oh, thank you, Sydney. Thanks. Oh, my phone keeps doing its autofocus thing. Thank you so much. Hi, Irish, the random crocheter. Irish, sorry. So people have such good usernames. Who's making Christmas gifts? Has anybody started yet? I'm not. I'm with you, Natalie. I don't have time. Jess is on the job. The trolls are out in force and she's catching them quick. They are. I've noticed some comments. A lot of comments getting deleted. Karen says, I want to purchase some knitting needles from Signature Needle Arts. They're not cheap, but they look amazing and you can get your name engraved on them. That's so cool. I think I've heard of those ones before. You might need to save them up or ask Santa. Thank you, Suzanne, for joining us. Oh, it's midnight in Ireland. Yeah, time for bed. Wow, Bessie's making a buck silhouette graph gan. That sounds so cool. Yep, soup and chocolate. I'm going to have to go soon, guys, because my phone's getting quite warm. How do you spell Chowku? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I am laughing. It's definitely said like that, Chowgu. It is spelt, and I can never remember. I think it is spelt CHAIGOO. I'm gonna see if I can get to my knitting bag. Oh no. Oh. What's happening? This is a Chowgu. It's on a really table. It's an interchangeable set on a long cable because I'm making something that needs a long cable at the moment. Just seeing if I have my packet. The needles come in. Oh no, I don't, because it didn't come in a packet. It's part of a set, so I can't show you. This is my knitting mess. It's all just caught up. It's the Weekender. This is upside down. It's the Weekender sweater. Look at that beautiful colour. I don't know if Leanne's here, but she'll be like, yep, that's your colour. I'm just working on the fronts at the moment. But it's kind of a bit of a... It looks weird because it's all over the shop. But yeah, I think that's how you spell Chowgu. Oh. But it's definitely spelled, pronounced how you've spelled it, Chalgu. Plough truck must be snowing out. Oh wow, you guys getting snow? That's so foreign to me because we don't get snow here at all. It's a completely different world. Val's asking if Cham Cloud is okay. Anything hot and yummy. So cold here, my dogs don't want to go out. Oh, I bet. Oh, Donna's just about finished her Christmas presents. Well done. Thank you, She Spins. That is how you spell it. Now that I can see it written down, that's how you spell it. Hey, Lisa. First time watching my live. Thank you so much for joining us. We have lots of fun here. Well, I hope we have lots of fun. I have lots of fun. So hopefully everybody else is. A nightmare, is that how it's pronounced? Making a bunny silhouette graphic for her granddaughter's car seat. That sounds so cute. CJ says, I expected you to laugh. Jess spelled it for me. Thanks, Jess. Yeah. Yep, PJD spelled it right too. That's exactly how you spell it. Now that I can see it written down, I can see that's how you spell it. Spell it. It's like Chiao Gu. But I just said Chiao Gu because I'm lazy. It's one of them words that no one can pronounce. Like the sheepers yarn, which is not how you say it. Sheepies, sheep. I think it's a Dutch or something yarn. But yeah. Jess is saying my favourite soup is cream of mushroom or broccoli and stew or menudo or posol. What on earth is that? But when you said my favourite soup is cream of mushroom, I read that as my favourite soup is ice cream. Interchangeables can be expensive, yes. They can be. But the sets are definitely cheaper if you were going to buy all those things individually. And I did buy myself a set. I treated myself in March to a set because it comes with a bag and everything, and you can put them all. It's like crochet as well. The sets are expensive, but cheaper in the long run. If you can afford to save up for one, then I would recommend it. Karen says she loves the turquoise blue. Yes, I do. That's my favorite color. Iris is saying, have you been to the States? No, I've never been to the States. I would love to go, but I have never personally been there. Have you ever been to Australia? And you're saying, nice knitting project. I am scared of knitting now, staying with crochet. It's really not scary. Learning anything's scary. That just contradicted myself. Once you get the basics done, then it's not scary. Sounds like I maybe need to do knitting videos to go, hey, it's not that hard. Angie's saying she's going to send some snow this way. Yeah, send it over. That'll be cool fun. But I'm sure, like, do you get sick of it after a couple of days? Or do you, I know you'd probably just have to put up with it, but does it get annoying? Like if it's really hot here, you're like, yeah, it's hot weather. And then after a few days, you're like, no, thank you. Go away now. Apparently we did have snow the other day in Victoria. Yeah, it does snow down south, but we're only about an hour southwest of Sydney, so we're a bit too warm here to get any snow. We get very occasional sprinkles, sort of half an hour south of here, but you've really got to drive for about 5 hours to get proper snow. So. Lisa says, thanks, love your accent so much. I don't have an accent. Thank you. My random English, Australian, New Zealand accent. Sheepies is how I say it. Yeah, that's how I say it too. Sheep. Yeah, it's the easiest way for an Australian mouth to say that word. I've heard how you're supposed to say it, and I've tried to say it, but my Aussie mouth will not pronounce that. They had been pronounced sheep just on the Instagram stories. Oh, I'm sure there's some. I can pronounce sheep. It sounds like scapias. Well, that's not how I thought it was going to be sounding. What brand of crochet hook would you recommend? Hey Laura. Hello. I've talked about you before. I would recommend a clover or a tulip crochet hook. And if I'm going to do a plug, if you're going to buy some of those, anybody, and you're going to buy them from Amazon, I have an Amazon affiliate link on my website, which is under my favorite products tab. I get a little tiny commission and it helps keep my videos and patterns going. So that would be awesome if you did purchase through Amazon. If not, then that's okay too. But yeah, that's what I recommend. I have both of those brands and they're really the only ones I use. I've got the cheap, what do you call it, like the aluminium ones, but they've got no cushy handles, so it really hurts my hands. Lisa says, oh my goodness, Australia is totally on my bucket list. It's a beautiful place. Mildred says, I know knit crocheters who think knitting is hard, and I know knitters who think crocheting is hard. And I know people who think they're both hard. I met a lady on Saturday, and I went to Skein Sisters. I do not remember the lady's name. I'm terrible. But we were talking about knitting versus crochet. And I said, like, I'm a crocheter first, and she was saying that she was a knitter, and she tried to learn to crochet. Her sister tried to teach her, because she found out that I taught crochet. She goes, I just can't learn it. I can't get it. I'm like, oh, you need someone to sit with you and really watch what you're doing. And she goes, yeah, I did, my sister, and I still couldn't get it. So I guess if you've never done it before, both are hard because you've got to learn how to do it. Just going through everybody's questions, and I'm going to hop off the phone because it is getting quite hot. Wow, Val has 8 inches of snow on the ground. That's crazy. The pup loves it and the old girl tolerates it. Oh. Yes, Natalie is saying, or Andrew on the screen, says it snows every winter in the Blue Mountains, which is about 2 hours from here, I think. And I used to live in Lithgow. Lithgow is a lovely place. No, Val loves the snow. Well, there you go. Yeah, tulip is really good. I really do recommend that crochet hook. Personally, for me, that's what I use and that's what I love. Some people don't like them. I think it depends on your crochet style or what you like in a crochet hook, I would say. I have somewhere to stay in Queensland. Just got to get there. Awesome. If you touch and hold the screen, it might lock the autofocus. Yeah, it's not doing nothing. Oh, I have a settings. What does that do? No, it does nothing. There's another thing, but I don't know what that does. I don't want to press it. Don't press the button. Is it hot here, Claire? Nope. I'm actually got cold hands and cold arms. I need to go put a jumper on. Yes, no aircon in my car to cool my phone down today. It's quite cold in, well, it's not cold. It's cool in here today. I need to put a jumper on. But my phone's still getting hot. There's no breeze, obviously, inside, so. My dogs love the snow. They hop around in it like jackrabbits. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm going to hang up. I'm just going to press a button. So if I disappear, it means it was the wrong one. I don't know what this button does. I can put a filter on my thing. Oh, look. Can you see? I can put filters. Oh, no, that's weird. I look like I'm a sketch. Does it pick up wrinkles? Oh, that's so weird. How do I get rid of those now? There we go. That's so strange. I look like I'm a drawing. Look at my hair. That's so cool. Oh, my teeth look weird. Ugh. Look like an old lady. No, that's better. This one's called Haunt, this next one. Yeah, I don't like that one. Glamour. This one's called Glamour. I don't look much different. Dance party? Oh, yeah, that's gross. Okay, let's get back to normal. So that's what that button does. All right. Sorry, guys. Oh, that was funny. Small things. So yeah, I'm going now. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I am going to see what Chantel's up to because she didn't join us until today's live chat, so I hope she's okay. Yeah, I'm going to go and find out if she's okay. I'm sure she is. She's probably just busy with work. No, thanks, Bessie. Yeah, so thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic week. Good night to everyone that's going to bed. Hit the thumbs up before you go. And good luck in the last word chat after the live chat. I can't join because I'm on my phone. And yeah. Oh, just quickly, if you're still there, check out the website because Jess and I have been working full on that website. So please go and check it out. Jess has just popped a link in there for you. For my website, it's all been changed around. Let me know what you think. You can leave a message on this video, or you could message me via the website, Instagram, message anywhere. Let me know what you think about the website. So yeah, thanks everyone, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye. Okay, I just have to do it one more time. I feel like I'm in the shower.